And we are live. Good night to you all. Karen Cecilia here. It's great to see you all as soon as I see some of you. I will, it's wonderful to see you. Good night, good night, good night, darling, good night. Um, I, I don't know what's all that noise happening out in the, yeah, but I'm sure it's nothing serious. Um, I'm afraid I'm not seeing the thing, so I'm looking for the thing. What's all that noise and excitement? Good night, but something is not going on here. Yes, it's working now. How are you all? I'm here. I am not 100 yet. I am about, 65, 70. But I thought that I would take a chance tonight and, I have to go easy. If at any point I feel like I will not be able to continue, then I will just end it. Because the cough still comes on occasionally. So that's basically what it is. So I trust everybody's good, but I'm all right. God is good. Not complain about anything. Good to see you all. So let's get into it, and let's not just waste any time on anything. Golden says government have enough money, and he has been so misleading in his utterances that sometimes you wonder if this man truly understand what his responsibilities are as a leader of the opposition in the parliament. So the Jamaican people, him go out and him say things like, the government have enough money and Ray and Tay. But let me remind the Jamaican people with better sense about what that whole thing. Remember that with all of the aid coming in and with all of the money that the government still spending, there are still things the government has to do. Teachers still have to get paid. Firemen have to get paid. Police have to get paid. The soldiers who are running this operation have to be paid. Government monthly bills still have to be paid. So when them come out and them say that to the Jamaican people in an attempt to rile up people about government money, it is so misleading, it's not funny. And we're going to talk about a whole heap of things tonight if I can get through it. I might be able to. Everybody get back light. Santa Cruz get back light. Most of St. James get back light. Black River get back light. I was not here during Gilbert, but the history tells me that it took people weeks, months to get back light and water. And look at the pace at which this is moving. And this is progress, and Jamaica is building back better. We're talking about specific things. But I want to start where today. Let's start with today. Today is a good day to start from. Most of the things is from days before, but today is a good day to start from. And let me start with Dwayne Vaz and the MP, the MP for Central Westmoreland, Dwayne Vaz, and the MP for Eastern Westmoreland, the man who I will call tonight by the name, I will call him Leighton Epstein tonight. Yeah, I call him Leighton Epstein tonight. When I call him Leighton Campbell, I call him Leighton Epstein tonight. Now here these two gentlemen bought their seats both in Central and Eastern Westmoreland, have no desire to serve people, incompetent, don't know how to serve people. And so their every action is basically to say government should and government must, and we want government to, and the government must do this and must do that. Members of parliament for their respective constituencies. But because they didn't work hard for it, because they know that the people of Westmoreland by and large are dumps and dilapidated and poverty poor, real dirt poor people them, the whole of them take the people them for eat that down in Westmoreland. So here's Dwayne Vaz and Dayton Campbell talking to Leighton Epstein. I have to go remember that's what I call him. talking about government lands and suggesting that government should ease up the 62 years and give people land, and making all kinds of suggestions about land. But here's the thing, as members of parliament, them don't know that the government don't even know half the land that them own. No government ever know half the land that government owns until something crops up and somebody say, boy, government land. Government can always seize people's land to build roads and stuff like that, but government lands also include watersheds and agricultural lands and stuff like that. So if people live on government land and you as the member of parliament feels that there are a number of people living on the government land for a number of years and they deserve to have that land, then as member of parliament, your job, if you're not incompetent, is to say to the people who live on this land, how long have you been living here? Do you know that you can apply to the government and ask them for the land based on how long you live here? Yes, they have a 62-year thing, but still, if you apply, government might say, all right, go on. You keep a piece here, you keep a piece here. So you don't go talk to the people and enlighten them and inform them that they can apply for the land. Instead, you find a microphone and you start talking about what government should and what government should not do because you feel that's the only job you can do, because you have no intention to represent people, to actually talk to people and get them to do this thing, applying for the land space that they are on, if it's government land, but you don't even know if it's government land. You only guess that it's government land and the people tell you that it's government land. Because government themselves don't know which land belongs to them, most of them. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to say to people, yeah, all right, here's what we know. Write a letter, make an application for the piece of land that you live on. You don't want to do that. You want to keep going in front of a microphone to say the government should do this and the government should do that and all the rest of it, instead of representing people and providing them with adequate information so that they can do the right thing. So you come and you talk about that. Vaz is a 3-term MP in Central Westmoreland. 3-term. Yes, he never served last term, but he served in this year plus 2 terms before. As a rural MP, you should know which lands and which land isn't government land. You should be able, Mr. Vaz, Dwayne Vaz, to say to people, this land you live on how long? 30 years? 40 years? Apply for it. Here is how you apply for it. This is where you go to apply for it. That is your job as a member of parliament, to help your people to understand what their rights are, what the opportunities are, what is there that they can do about it. It's helping them also to be independent. But neither you nor Leighton Epstein not interested in that. You're interested in talking about what government should and what government should not do, because that is your thing. It's the only job you think you have to do is talk about that. It is just like Ian Eales during the campaign when he tell the ganja farmers in Western Westmoreland that them ganja now get to sell abroad, or they're not allowed to produce enough ganja because the ganja market is being run over by Mr. Holness's brother. Ian Eales told the ganja farmers that in Westmoreland, but he failed to tell them that Paul Burke is one of the biggest ganja manufacturer in the country, and that Paul Burke's one of his offices is in White House. I mean, he failed to tell them those things, but he tell them that he might go make them get license to export them ganja, and he might go make sure them get it because, and they may elect him because Mr. Oldest brother is the one who control the ganja export, which is a lie, of course. But the stupid duns farmers of Western Westmoreland never take the time out to find out if that is true. Them go vote for him and hope that he's going to get them some license for ganja. He's not going to. Them things is just reserved for him and him friend them and them other colleagues. So Dwayne Vaz and Dayton Cameron and Dayton Epstein, and Dayton is going to be featured very heavily on this live tonight. Very heavily. His name will be up and about in this live for however long I might be on. God help me with the throat. Please pray for me. That holds. I'm going to be featured heavily. So because I'm lazy, I'm incompetent, I don't want to represent people, or I don't know how to represent people, I'm constantly at it to make people believe that we're doing something. Like we talk on the radio. So when the people talk to you about it now, the next time them see you say, boy, we talk about it. Don't talk about it. Give the people the information. Guide them. Show them what they need to do. Tell them where they need to apply for the land. Identify if it's really government land, yes or no. That's your job. You might not think it's your job because it's by the seat, but it's really your job as a member of parliament to do all of that and stop rubbing them out. Now, when Mark Golding said the government have enough money, please, when you run a parallel government already, when you behaving as if when in charge of something and some of the things them fall under your responsibility. And since you're doing that, then please tell the people how much money the government have. Tell them so them get $10 from America, them get $20 from King Charles, them get $15 from Canada. Tell them, because it's there. And the people might not be paying attention as to how much come in from these places. But you go to the government, get enough money, break it down. Tell them how much money them get. Because if you combine all of that money, based on talking to somebody from Bank of Jamaica today, all of that money that government has received for aid, money itself, not just the goods that come in, money itself, all that money combined together can't repair one hospital. Can't repair one hospital. Could not. You don't understand. And what they do is play on the ignorance of people who refuse to learn, refuse to read, refuse to understand, refuse to be involved, but rather to listen to misinformation and dirty outright lies by Mark Golding and Leighton Epstein and the rest of them talking things about what government gets and what government don't get and what them think that should be done. And that is where to kick this off tonight. But as I say, Mr. Leighton Epstein, my new name for him, is going to feature heavily in this. In a hurricane, and such as a category 5 like this, but in any hurricane, government responsibility is very small, you know. One, government is responsible for ensuring that there's no outbreak of diseases and there's clean water, and water get clean and people not getting disease. So health, government is responsible for. Education, government is responsible to ensure that schools are reopened, they are in good shape, them get fixed up, them get cleaned up, everybody get back good, and people go back to school. Because in spite of everybody's quarrel about what them think them should get and how much them think them should get, our first priority is actually our children. That's our first priority, is our children. They are the first priority in all of this. Government also need responsibilities also to ensure that roads are reopened and accessible and clear for travel. Government also responsibility for transportation, you know, and to ensure that transportation are running freely and people have access to it. And so those are the basic 4 or 5 things that government need to pay attention to. Clearing the roads, get the roads up running, getting transportation running on those good roads, getting our schools back up into scratch, and clean up the schools and get the children then back in school and deal with the matter of health for all. So that's government basic responsibility. Government's other responsibilities is our children first. All of us responsibilities are our children first. You might not think that, but it is their the responsibility. That's why I tell Ms. Dana, our children are our first responsibility in any crisis. They should be our first focus. Them, the senior citizens, particularly the ones who are vulnerable, who live alone, who are ill, who don't have much access to certain things. Those are our first responsibility. Those people. And so when them go around and doing these videos and talking all these kind of things about what government doing and how government this and all of that, I don't know. We have had a category 5 hurricane for just over a month, for just a month now. And within that month, look what has happened. Look what has happened. The major towns of some of the places that got major hit by this hurricane are up and running in terms of transportation and roads, and light and water. It is unheard of. Which is why I'm going to tell you when we reach further down why the world showed up for Jamaica. Yeah, that's it. So there is that. Then there are a couple of things that are bothering me and about how this thing, work it out. Last week we went to Westmoreland. We went to Manchester. We got check our peeps them in South Manchester. We carry some stuff. We drive around. We visit people. We hand out some stuff to people. But we not take no video. We not take no picture. And we not take no video. We did one video of a senior citizen who lost his house. The house blew down, but him find back all the material then. Well, pretty much all of it. The foundation is there, and him find back some of board and him find back some of the zinc, and we're going to help him build it back. That's the only video we did. Because I personally believe it is very demeaning. It is very demeaning and self-centered for people. And I can understand the people like the entertainers and people like Bolt and Asaf and them. They have a brand. So if they do something good, it makes sense for them to have a video and get them brand to see what them doing and get more exposure for themselves. It is a selfish endeavor. It is. We would very much like to say that these people are good people. And we have no doubt in our mind that they are good people. But it is a selfish endeavor. Very, very selfish endeavor for everybody to be going out, handing out food packages, delivering this. And the international organization does it. They does it also to boost their international organizations, to help to get them organizations to get more funds, for people to contribute more to the organization and to the effort. It's a good thing. So we understand that the international organizations, the charity organizations, the philanthropic organizations, the overseas people. But an ordinary Jamaican getting up and going out there to carry some food for people, why do you feel the need to make a video? And it is demeaning. I mean, the people are in their state of distress. And they lost homes, them lost roof, them lost this, them lost that. And you bring some food and them in them state of distress and them take it from you. And you hand out bag, but you have video. And you go out all kind of things because this is about you and not about the people you come to serve. I find it so demeaning for people to be doing that, ordinary people to be doing videos and putting them on social media and all of that. People in my house went down to St. Elizabeth and spent 2 weekends overnight in St. Elizabeth. People in my house pack up stuff and went to St. Elizabeth and spent 2 weekends building roofs, putting on back roof for people. Not one video, not one picture. Them raise better than that. You go with something, go and give it. Go and drop it off. Go and do what you do. The ministers, them have to do the video. The philanthropic organizations, them have to do the video. It boosts their organizations. It draws attention to their organizations. And that brings in more resources to the organization. So that needs to be done. The stars, the entertainers, Vibes Cartel, it brings attention to his whole philanthropic organization and help it boost his business as well. Bujim is a different case by himself. Matter of fact, the whole entertainment industry that lined up as themselves as PNP and went down there, went to various places with them PNP self and them PNP nests to help only PNP, and them went pay a price for that. And I think them know that already, and I see some of them start make some moves to distance themselves from that. But them break the wrong move already, and we're not going to forget it, and we'll see them. And it goes, but why? Why everybody have to do a video? To show us, we'll come give out some food. I saw the Rice candidate, the PNP candidate for Western St. Thomas. He went down to Westmoreland to get some PNP people. Him carry him crew, Ryan Williams. Him carry Willie. Him carry him crew. And then went down to Dayton Campbell, Mr. Epstein, Dayton Epstein place. And them say, they were going to give out some food packages. Them go in and them PNP clothes. Them go and them, some people, Ryan wasn't in a PMP clothes, but a whole heap of crew in a PMP clothes. Because they want to know, first of all, they want people to know, say, a PMP packages, and them come to give PMP people. Because there's no other message that could ever send. That's the only message we could get from that. Is a PMP crew who will come to give PMP people things. That must be the only damn message you could actually turn up to do that. And doing video and doing pictures and video and posting it about giving people a little help. Uno not grow good. No. I'm in the business want to feel about it. Uno not grow good. There's no need to do it because there's no benefit. The only benefit, the only reason why you do it is to show off your damn self. To show up yourself and to talk about, yeah, me go down there and me give some things. Come give it. You know, must make a video. Because you don't run an organization that is trying to attract funding. You're not running an organization that's trying to get people to give more to the organization so the organization can carry more. There's no need for that, but you know, look at the people them in their misery and you demean them in their misery. You demean them with this old video and old PMP clothes. PMP orange clothes. The mayor of Kingston, my good friend Andrew Swaby, also went down to Westmoreland with PMP bags of food powder, rice, one tin of mackerel, in an orange bag, distributed it out in White House. Now seriously. Seriously. How can you ever rate yourselves as good citizens of this country if everything is about that? And yes it is. The whole damn thing is about politics. Don't mean that you have to actually do it. If you know what I mean. It is about politics. You have to actually politicize it and make it like that. And you know, packages with PMP thing on it. And going down to PMP end. And all of those who went to Eastern Westmoreland went in particular to back up Mr. Epstein down there. The newly minted MP for Eastern Westmoreland that bought his seat and now quarreling about government need to lego land because he don't know nothing about government land and how to talk to people and how to represent people. So that is the only argument him could come up with. And then there is the group of people. Let me just answer to Michelle. There is, oh God, wanna see with me now? I'm not 100. That could also be affected my brain. Who to tell? All kind of things affected my brain. Yeah, here you all. I see you all. You're helping people, but you're not. So it's not about helping people. It's about you nothing up yourself and bigging up yourself. It's about you. You going down there. Every damn thing you got to do. There's a video of you presenting stuff and speaking as if you represent some kind of organization or you represent some kind of government body or something like that, which you don't. But everybody's seeking fame and in some instances fortune in all of this. Not to mention the man over by the Obia channel. Yeah, the madman over by the Obia channel. Him is the loudest of them all. Out there giving out stuff every damn day, and it's about him. All about him. It has nothing to do with helping people. It has everything to do with self-promotion and putting money in their own pockets. Nothing to do with helping people. Which is why them boy don't gully thump him down. We'll get to that at one. We'll get to that. We'll soon get to that part there. I'm definitely not going to make that part pass. Then there's Matalan. Michelle, you're on the live. I send you a message. Then there's Matalan. Have his guys now roaming the streets day and night, looking for the worst kind of stories to be told about the government and what the government is doing and the government efforts. The worst kind of stories Matalan looking for. Every time you look, him can find a worse story. This not happen, that not happen. There it is, there it's not. And so him, Matalan, and his newspaper is the greatest contributor to the misinformation that is going around the country. And I don't know, I really don't know how we're going to deal with all of that. why the world showed up for Jamaica. Why do you think that the world showed up the way the world has showed up for Jamaica, and the world will continue to show up for Jamaica? There are places that will constantly, always be giving to Jamaica. America will be giving time and time again. Britain will be giving time and time again. Canada will be giving time and time again. The EU, countries, organizations will constantly be giving. So if they give 10 million now, look, they're going to give an extra 10 million sometime. The world will continue to show up for Jamaica. But you must now get yourself in a state of mind where I'm going to ask you to say to yourself, why? Why does the world keep showing up for Jamaica with all that Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell has been doing? Mark Golding in particular, who's becoming irrelevant in the scheme of things and basically going to slink away in the shadows pretty soon. But him doing him darndest to make Jamaica look bad, and now him telling the government that they must make him have an input into things. We're going to talk about that too. NGO, charity organizations, church organizations, spy organizations. Everybody showed up for Jamaica. Why? What do they see? What do they all think why they showed up for Jamaica? They showed up for Jamaica because they see the promise of Jamaica. They see Jamaica in a state where there is something that is promissory, that is going to be great, and they want to be a part of it. International organizations don't just show up in places and spend days and hours and weeks in places being there and doing things unless they see something down the road that's going to benefit their organization. Yeah, they're a philanthropic organization. Yes, they are charity organizations. But they do show up because it also benefits their organizations to show up. And there's no place in the world, all of them show up for Africa. The world them basically conquer the whole of Africa in terms of showing up for Africa and doing stuff, building desks for children, digging holes and looking for water, bring vaccination, bring sanitary pads for young women, build schools for children. In the case of Oprah, who build a school for young women in South Africa. They show up. But the world showed up for Jamaica because every one of them, every single one of them realize that Jamaica promises something. Jamaica promises something. But another thing as to why they show up for Jamaica is that in politics, power is kind of alluring and attractive to people. And people like to be attracted to power. And power attract people who like power. It goes both ways. That's how it works, and people show up to it. I will say it already. They showed up because they are witnessing something magnificent, something amazing, something great, something unlikely. How did it reach that point where they believe they are seeing something unlikely, something great, and they want to be there? Because of what they witnessed for the last 5 years. We said it already. And having had conversations with quite a few of these people, it is true. What they witnessed for the last 5 years is enough motivation for them to show up for Jamaica because they want to be a part of it. Just like that. Just like that. No other reason, no other way. They see where Jamaica is doing good. They saw where the Jamaican Prime Minister was elected for an unprecedented and historic third term. They see all of that. And they realize that this is a place for them to show up and be a part of. So, that is what they're doing. They're showing up for Jamaica. So, sorry, Michelle. Everybody wants to be a part of what is happening in Jamaica. Right? Everybody. And they showed up because it is something that they believe will help them. And that's the reason why they showed up. But the allure of the power of politics is so powerful that every single one of those organizations, every one of them, want to come down here and do the work and hobnob with the political directorate in the country, and them want to be a part of it. Jamaica's attraction was not overnight. Jamaica's attraction that got this overwhelming amount of people coming in. Sad to say, it is not something that has been building for years upon years or decades. Yeah, Jamaica great. We have Red Stripe beer. We have the good Cali weed. Yeah, we have reggae music. And yes, we have Bob Marley. We have Bolt. We have Lisa Anna. We have them all. And that those things are part of Jamaica's allure. But for the last, say, 7 years, another amazing thing happened, which was told to me by an American politician and his Canadian friend. That for the last 7 years or so, Jamaica has built a new relationship with the world. And who are the people who have built that relationship? Apart from Andrew Holness, who is, for all intents and purposes, the rock star in all of this. And you don't like it. And we sound like we kind of in awe. No, we're not. It's fact. It's true. And when we tell you something great happening, and when we tell you, say, him is the rock star, we just want you to understand what is driving this. Because I don't believe Mark Golding, well, he not accepts him lose yet. Him not handling that very well. And him can't handle Mr. Holness's fame and allure to international politics. Him reading the politicians across the world. Him not understand it yet. Him can't get it yet. And him will never get it. But for the last 7 to 8 years, the people who have brought Jamaica this kind of recognition are Kamina Johnson-Smith. Kamina Johnson-Smith. I have never seen a Minister of Foreign Affairs that so attracts international stardom and international comradeship like Kamina Johnson-Smith. She's everywhere, speaking several different languages, making friends, building relationships, and she's just everywhere. So there is she. There's Ed Bartlett, who has been Minister of Tourism forever, and has become basically Mr. Tourism himself, and the kind of relationships that they have built across the world. Then there's Favour, who became our first female Minister of Finance. Not to mention Audrey. And Audrey is well known in the diaspora because of her stint as ambassador in Washington, and her whole persona, her own way of building relationships and making friends and extending those friendships for Jamaica has been so great. People recognize all of those things. So there's Kamina, there's Ed, there's Favour, there's Audrey, and then there's Dana. Dana is just now bubbly and all over the place doing all kinds of things. Jamaica is attracting that kind of attention. Then there's Darrell Vass, abrasive and no nonsense. And people might take it light, but Darrell Vass does have a very large relationship with international organizations and international bodies and leaders. Desmond McKenzie, who started out as just councillor and then mayor of Kingston, the very brash and bright and radiant mayor of Kingston, who just kind of made the headlines every damn day while he was mayor. And then him kind of come out of a cocoon and standing beside the Prime Minister throughout the entire campaign and throughout this process. And so there's Desmond. There's the indomitable Babsy Grange, who has taken Jamaica's cultural recognition just a tad higher than it was before and has turned it into an international marketing tool. Jamaica is big. Then there's Delroy Truck. And you might not think that Delroy Truck name would belong here. But it does. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the A-team. And the A-team this. And Mr. Holness, as the leader of that team, with the strength and support of his wife, who is the Speaker of the House, and the A-team this. Everybody want to be a part of this A-team. But then when the world came, and the world before the world came, and the world saw Kamina, and saw Ed, and Favour, and Audrey, and Dana, and Darrell, and Desmond, and Babsy, and Delroy, when the world saw all of that, and then the world saw Mark Golding beating down Andrew Holness, and Andrew Holness not answering him. You see, you have to understand the whole connections of this, as you don't get lost. And that's why Mark are mad, That's why Mark literally mad in. He's not mad out, him mad in. Mad in, totally mad in. Huh? The world saw all of that. And the world came. And then when the world came, the world was shocked. What shocked the world? The world not only saw the A-team and saw what Jamaica looked like and what has been happening in Jamaica for the last 7 or 8 years. The world never just see that. You know what the world came the other day and saw? The next generation of leaders. The world came and the world saw the next generation. And they look at the next generation of leaders and they know that Jamaica is on the cusp of continued greatness. They saw Floyd, they saw Wheatley, they saw Rhoda, they saw Carencia, they saw Tova, they saw Matthew, they saw Nesta, and the world have confidence in where Jamaica is. Total confidence, not only in the A-team and the current leadership, but the world look and the world say, here we are, succession planning. Jamaica is going to be good. And yes, the PIOJ put out a thing, 11 to 13% of that, so we're going to be taken back. But by the end of this, we will be back. We will be back, and we'll be back bigger and better, because Jamaica is building back better. And that's what the world saw, and that is why the world came. Just to explain it all to you. The world have confidence in this government. The world have confidence in Jamaica's trajectory. The world have confidence that after Category 5 hurricane hit our nation in 1 month, most of those places that was hit the hardest have electricity and clean water, and them doing them best with the hospital thing, and them doing them best with the school thing. I'm not happy with the school thing. I'm going to tell you why in that. But the world came. The world saw. The world is impressed. And the world saw where it's going. But mostly, why the world showed up. The biggest thing why the world showed up. The world sees stability. The world sees stability. There is nothing more pleasing to politicians across the world everywhere than a stable government and a stable country. World are like Cascas and Kaba mix up. World no see a leader engaging in a one-on-one back and forth quarrel with a leader of the opposition whose only intent is to create discontent. Pardon me. World don't like that. The world likes stability. Politicians like stability. Politicians only want to hang out with stable politicians. And the only time that they would embrace any kind of instability is if that politician is on the right side of history. And they watch and they see that Andrew Holness was being hounded by the PNP-IC, who call him thief and criminal, and they can relate. They can, most of them relate to that kind of hounding by a body that was given power by them, the politicians. So they knew, but they were impressed by the fact that this man who was hounded and trampled on by the PNPIC and the leader of the opposition and gang held his cool, went about his business, not engaging in a quarrel and fight. They see stability, they see peace. The world sees stability and they see peace, and they like that. And they will continue to show up for Jamaica as long as that exists. They see a government faced with an overwhelming task right now to rebuild better, to help the poor and the disenfranchised, to help those who suffered the most. And they see the steadfast leadership in spite of the continued aggravation of men and women who believe that it should be them. But it's not them. And what a great thing that is. When I tell you some of the greatest minds in this country, and when I say great minds, I mean minds that are caught between smart and stupidity. And those are mostly in the PNP. Because here's the PNP people, them seeing me, calling me on the phone. Boy, Karen, I'm listening. Who can't laugh, but what I want to tell you serious, you know. Karen, trust me. I got, you know, I got Karen. I got make my golden lose. When them says at first, me I wait for the other thing because there must be some reason why them saying all of this. Karen, I got why Mark golden lose. Because say him couldn't manage this. I've got, these are people, I'm not going to tell you who these people voted for. These are people who voted for Tony Hilton, Dennis Gordon, Mark Golden, Angela Brown Burke, and Steve McGregor, Philip Palwell. These are people who voted for the people who supported Mark Golden to be leader of this country. Karen, a God. What can I say when they say that except to say God is a wise God? Karen, a God. A God make Mark Golden lose. He couldn't do it. Me I tell you, Karen, me look at it, and me I look at it, and look at it deep. The CM don't say PNP them, who hears them elect this man, and voted for them anyway, but no saying a God. The only thing I can say is, I agree with you. It is God. A God, Karen. A God make Mark Golden lose. But, you know, see them a go for Westmoreland. I said, them who? Did they liberate them? Them a go for Westmoreland. You see them a go for Westmoreland. You know, let me tell you, Karen, on a normal hurricane, them shoot down the cloud. And I was like, them what? Them shoot the cloud. Okay, which cloud? Where? How that work? Tell me how that work. Them shoot the cloud. So are you saying then them shoot the cloud because them want Westmoreland? Yes. Yes, them go after Westmoreland. So explain to me why them shoot the cloud at St. Elizabeth, because them we never see it except one. So why them shoot the cloud on there? Them shoot the cloud. Some say, how do you shoot cloud? Because I mean, you know me theology, so don't do all of these things more than me. So explain to me, how do you shoot the cloud? What them use? A bow and arrow? Or them use a gun? What them use to shoot the cloud? We don't know. We don't know. Let me tell you, comment Karen. Me don't know when them use shoot the cloud, but them shoot the cloud. And a God make Mark Golden a win. No, that's the only thing me and them can agree on. A God, but hear them argument. Him couldn't manage it. And then man have to manage it. What the hell? These are people who just vote for you, know, who saying that a God make you lose. because you couldn't manage it. So even them, in them stupidity, have bouts of brightness. A God make my goal lose because I couldn't manage it. So I say, why you thinking couldn't manage? God, I mean, I think, boy, I mean, I know. I sit down, I tell you, I'm going to watch it, I'm going to see it, I'm going to take it. Oh, I study it. She say, I study it, you know. Let me tell you, Karen, I not eat that, you know. None of us are eat that. We study it. We study it. Them shoot the cloud, and God make my goal in the wind. Couldn't manage it. We study it, and them man have to manage it. The man are better at managing it. Because the man have manage things long time. God make my goal in the wind. I tell them, I study it. And them serious about it, you know. It wasn't a joke conversation. It's a serious conversation. And all them call about was a tarpaulin. End up in a big conversation about shooting clouds. And Mark Golden losing. And a God make him lose. Even the people who supported you and voted for you believe that. But the world likes stability. And the international groups and the world aid groups, they will show up for competent, stable government. They will. Because that helps their organization to look good as well. Trustworthy, stable, competent government. An atmosphere of stability and peace. And they'll show up for that. But Mark Golden's continued efforts to undermine the government, not yielding him any good fruits. As a matter of fact, him now switch him to, because him realized the undermining of the government efforts and the undermining of our own recovery efforts has backfired spectacularly on him. I did not talk to him, I didn't listen to him, I didn't know with him. So now I'm saying that the government should engage them and include them and let them have some input in the recovery efforts. Absolutely not. No. No way. Go and continue doing your whatever you're doing, put out your thing about you raising money and make sure Pamela Monroe Ellis get for audit that money. Because a thief will not line up for thief money. Line up whatever thing would set up to ask people to contribute to it. A thief would not line up for thief it. So Pamela Monroe Ellis need to look at it, because yes, on a private organization, only can go look money, but them looking money on behalf of the country. So this Pamela maybe can look into it. If you're using this national crisis and using the name of the country, saying you're helping with this national crisis, then by all means you should declare whatever it is you get, how much coming in. Make we see it. Make Miss Pamela get to look at it, you know? That kind of thing. So there it is. Now him want to make an input. Why? Well, let's look at it. Let's not shoot down the argument about input. Let's not be divisive and angry about it, even though I'm angry about it. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. Because under reasonable circumstances, such a crisis would require the opposition at the beginning of the crisis to, the first statement from the opposition should be, we are standing ready to work with the government to solve some of these problems, to help, to do what we can. Want the government to know that we are available in whatever capacity to help. That would have been your first statement under normal circumstances as a normal opposition. But you're not a normal opposition. You're an opposition who lost the election and keep bawling and crying and weeping and wailing and whinging and grinding about it all the time. You get up every day griping that you should have won and it should be you. And because you're doing that, you don't have your head screwed on properly for your body, so you go out there undermining the efforts of the government. And all of you PNP people were backing him up. But somehow you know better. Who don't like the government? Who don't like Mr. Holness? Fine, you don't have to. You don't have to like him. You have to like the government. But God, man, this is your country. This is a crisis of massive proportion affecting the country. And you have a responsibility as opposition. Mayor Swaby and Ryan, all of them will run for office. You have an obligation. So even if you never look about something for the PNP people, so blatant. You think say the world no watch, they don't watch. You so blatant. You come with some stuff about Dayton Campbell, Dayton Epstein. Female featuring very prominently and whole lot more things about him. And this is what we did. And now you want to say, you don't want to have an input? Doing what? You have already set up a parallel government and a parallel organization which you run in and saying this is what you're doing. You don't want to be nothing a part of anything that government doing. You made that clear. And then you do the classic thing that you do all the time. After doing that, now you're complaining to say that you're not being involved and you're not being inclusive. You're not being included and all of that. So, why? Why should we encourage the government to include the opposition to have an input into what? 1 month in. Continue doing what you're doing, but I'm sure other ministers are in collaboration with all of you, particularly members of parliament, about stuff. But I don't know what role Mark Golding want. If this was said in the spirit of you getting the use of a helicopter again, forget it. Just forget it. That not happen. No more helicopter for you. Unless you have bags with money to hand out. Right? But you are receding into the pavilions of irrelevance, Mark Golding, and sooner or later we will not see you. We will forget about you. But hear this. This is a man who demand helicopter, demand to be involved, to have an input, demand to have some level of prominence in what the government is doing in their hurricane relief efforts, quarreling at every opportunity him get about pretty much everything, doing all of that. And yet, just a couple of days before the hurricane hit, a couple of days, the leader of the opposition, who is making so much noise about everything, including helicopter, left the island with his family. Before the hurricane hit, he packed up his family, the leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, and he left. Left the country with his family. Didn't want to stay here to face the hurricane. And Dayton Epstein called him the day before and said to him, boy, you can't leave me alone at this, you know. Can't manage this, you know. But you need to come back home, you have to come back home. So Dayton beg and beseech and tell himself to come back home, I'm alone, can't manage this, still can't manage it. But they met nice. So Mark Golding left the country with his family. Took his family out of Jamaica because hurricane had come. That was a film Ted Cruz moment. Left the country with his family. And when Dayton ball and complain and quarrel that him alone can't stay for this and him alone not even manage this, I mean, him was nowhere to be found either, but we get into that. So he came back in the day before the hurricane, I guess. And I'm so certain if he came back with his family, but he came back. But he left. And the leader, who you say, who glad of God make him lose. Him left for them. I care about that. And the hurricane catch him here. Just in case the roof blow off up a foreign and another female house anyway, so he might left. Just leave. Just take him family and just pack him as left. One day for the hurricane. Or sit it out somewhere else. Wherever that somewhere else is. Whether it's Florida or one place. He left. The leader, your leader, he left the country with his family. Don't want to face the hurricane. And then, they Epstein quarrel and cry and bawl and go out, all kind of things. And convince him to come back. Because him alone can't deal with this thing and him there. But in the meantime, him left, the leader of the party, and the general secretary, him left out of Westmoreland, him no stay there. Now, this is about service to people. And in all fairness to all of them, it's not them alone. Because the council for this division is nowhere to be seen. Wasn't in the island during the hurricane, still the same. Look like him live in England now. But then, I want little place I say I'm in charge of. And we'll get to him with that. But Dayton Campbell, Mr. Epstein, just buy the seat. Claims him rent a place. Hurricane a come. As a representative of the people, you want to be there. But, as a representative of the people, and you don't want to be there for any reason, then that reason should be you're going to stay with your children or your mother. I would think those are reasonable reasons not to be present in your constituency when knowing this thing coming and knowing the direction it coming. So if you're not going to be in your constituency, then the only acceptable thing for me if I was a constituent was that you thought it best to be with your children and your elderly mother. But him never did so either. So him not stay in them constituency, him not with him mother, him not with him children, him each up a Kingston, safe and sound, away from Melissa. Because I him Melissa look for, and him come to Kingston, come take refuge, and hide out in an apartment while people are robbing him. So him left him constituency, left him family, and him alone or we don't know if I'm alone. We really don't know. We really do a try, but I can't tell if it's him alone. To the extent where him get robbed in the night in a Kingston while Melissa wreak havoc in a constituency. About 2 days after the hurricane, him know say Sanders White House get mashed up. He never have a clue what's happening in the own constituency. These are the two principal officers of the party. The ones that will come out every day talking about government should and government better and government not this and government not that. But them could even stay to represent you. One run away with him family, called back by the other who run away left him in constituency, and the two of them are the leaders. The PNP people right. God me could lose. I don't mean so. The PNP people them. And God me could lose. God no Karen. Me see it. Me study it. Me study it, man. Me read it up. Me study it. Them couldn't manage it. None of them couldn't manage it. Them people for manage it. Me don't like Andrew Owens, but them for manage it. Yes. PNP people that. said about to do. Tell them what to do if be in charge of the hurricane. So one runway, the other one call him back, him come back, but the other one left him consequences. Him not stay with him family, him in an apartment and hang out and being robbed. 2 days later before him know what go on them consequences. 2 days. With all the excitement on the say. Track back in timeline. It's 2 days. Before him know him consequences. And there is that. Then, I'll skip over something for going to something now. Then, when him finally in him consequence, you know, Mr. Epstein, he found himself in the worst kind of skullduggery that a human being can practice. The worst kind of skullduggery. And that is taking credit for other people's work. People give him things, him put out video suggesting, not saying it blatantly, but the video suggesting that is him do something what somebody else did. Not giving credit to the people who helped him. Claiming people's philanthropy and kindness as his own. I mean, that's the worst kind of human skullduggery, apart from everybody going down there handing out bag of food and videoing it. Worst kind of skullduggery. Claiming other people's work, other people's efforts as your own. When you think him right, you know, when they go low, we'll go lower. Him right, him says so. When they go low, we go lower. I'm living that out. I'm living that out in live and living colors every day. Live and living colors every day. We're still on you, Mr. Epstein. Dating. And I'm escaping this tonight, you know. Because I know what the plan is. I want to remind you all that I'm God's child. Just a reminder that I'm God's child. You can't take credit for people's efforts. People are trying to help you and you try skype off the people them help to present it as your own because you know you buy the seat and you're not representing people, you don't know if you represent people and you really don't want to serve people, so you take people thing and put it out like your own. Huh? You're a rapist in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word, you're a rapist. But then, he make a statement, I think he just said it or whatever. Government must find ways to help people out of a shelter. Government? Oh no! MPs and councillors must help people out of the shelter. Not government. Government need to get them out of the pit in them school. When they walk up and down in the underpants and smoke weed. That's what government needs to do. Get them out of the kids them school. When man walk up and down in the underpants and smoke weed, don't intend to guide yard. Go see if the water subside. Go see if him find the 2 pieces of more them and the 3 sheet zinc them. Oh no! Must go get them out of the shelter if they are schools. But do you care? Do you really care? If the kids have go back to school, do you care about the students doing PEP? Do you care that you want them out of the kids' them school? Clean it up and sanitize it and normalize things. For them, they are the most precious thing in this country. At them first. I'm going to warn Miss Dana. I'm going to tell her, get them out of the picnic them school. Show them out. Let them guard them yard. And if them out still underwater, make them go build boat. Just this evening, I was having a conversation with some people. I will come to a conclusion. If Hurricane Melissa did lick Kingston, nobody today would be in any shelter. Not in Kingston. Not in Kingston. Nobody would be in a shelter 1 month after. Not one smaddy. As a matter of fact, in Kingston, if Melissa did lick Kingston and people were over St. Mary's Church, we would have cleaned up the school life church long time and line up back for the people go back to school. Long time. Nobody would be in any shelter. Everybody left and go look for them yard. Everybody got also for find back them roof. Everybody would be nailing on back something, building back something, lick up back something, itch up back something. Hanging out there putting them school in the underpants and a smoke weed. And you were talking about you're black people from moving people from the shelter? I wanted the government to hire me. For God and Westmoreland go put out and put them school. No, that's a joke. Nobody will take that serious. Nobody take that serious. Because me and that fool, nobody will take that serious. You should be working as a member of parliament to get the school clear. Go look at school. You want to your place. Want to go up on the place, go check it out. You go check out your place. Boy, me ear say, your ear say, go up your yard. Boy, we ear say, but your ear say still in the water. Go up there. Put on your shot, the underpants we have in our weapon and put them school. Go up there like that. Go check out your yard. Start bail out water. Come out of the pit of them school. What's wrong with you now? And you are talking about you're going to block it for government to move people out of shelter? That depends on where that shelter is. You have to tell me, say, no, them not a neighbor. Nobody not a friend, so don't live bad. Don't have nobody here to go catch. One neighbor go help back a neighbor who never lose everything but lose a roof. Help the neighbor build back the roof so you can catch. But it's absolutely certain if Melissa come back in so my roof blow off. But just I take up my bag and go across the road and find one of them yard we have slab yard and work for them. But just go pick one. Nobody couldn't put me out. That a soul I put them out. Put out to the body. Just pick a yard. Decide which yard me I go. And who I go come out for them bed and give me. And who I come out to them room and give me. Me I just pick one. Anyone. Who don't live properly with people that will still hanging out the shelter. I want to house underwater. I want to go up on the yard. And I come talk about your black efforts to keep people, to move people from the shelter. Government need an enforcement force. People like you. But you can block people from coming out of the shelter. You come out of the shelter. Come out and put them school. If the shelter is a church and them want to keep putting the fine. But come out and put them school. But they not think properly. Don't any of you realize that the people that need normalcy the most after this are the kids? Them, you want them to stand up and look lost? Oh God, we don't live that way. Do you understand? Do you understand? Dear Epstein, do you understand? A child get up every morning, see parents, see mother, and wonder what next because the roof they put on back it and him not going back to school and in uniform mash way and you supposed to help him to get back that, to send him back to school and you are talking about your black efforts. You lick your head or something. Listen to me, man. Miss Dana, you need to get serious for them people, you know. Seriously. You know, Miss Dana, you're not treating this thing very serious. Get them out of the pit in them school. Make them come out of the pit in them school. That tell me, make them come out of the pit in them school. The pit them need to go back to school and see them friends who are going to tell them if them roof blow off and if a roof come back and them uniform blind. Give them back little joy, little normalcy. You have them itch up somewhere. School no open, the yard no fix up back. What's wrong with you now? If, and yes, call it me as much as I want, I'm a boast about Jews that, but me I tell you this. If that hurricane medicine come, Jews land, as school open, everybody not going back to school. Because everybody's concentration and effort here so, in a this little circle, wouldn't forget them back into school. Priority number one. Don't let them get used to this loss, this thing that has happened. The longer them stay in it, the more difficult it is for them to come out of it. Ryan, did you homework? No, miss. We don't get back no light, miss. I don't know if deal with it, no. But if them have that normalcy, there'll be ways to help them to get through that. So, all right, light not come back up on you yet. So, you're going to go here, so. Stay there, so. Down there, so we're going to do the homework and. Your black efforts to move people out of shelter. But the other thing that that argument suggests is that, oh yeah, you run left, north, west, center, and people them throw you out, and you go eat yourself for Westmoreland because I pay poor people down there. They're poorer than the poor set of people them down there, so. And them the people you go each pan, and them they're the idiot, them who will listen to you because you pay them for them vote. And so that's basically where you at. You can stay in a shelter, but I build back on the yard. And don't build back the yard because of government land, and we're going to call upon government for going to the land instead of guiding them to apply for the land, let them live on for 30 years. Instead, you want to rile them up into some kind of civil unrest where them get up every day and quarrel, say the government now give them land because you tell them that. I don't want to govern. Where? Not here, sir. The woman said right. A God me couldn't know in. I don't know what's happening to Lisa Anna. Maybe some other people know. But Lisa Anna is our own big woman. Doing her own thing all the time. Very nice, sexy look it was. Of she hopping off of this trailer bed, this trailer bed truck to drop off a thing to help Dayton Campbell. Nice and sexy look. Lisa Anna, in spite of everything, still remains a politician. That's the only way I can read into that. Not quarreling with her, not cussing off Lisa Anna, not at all. But to see her strutting around, showing off her sexiness to deliver something for Dayton Epstein was quite it's quite jarring, quite to look at. And when I look at it, the only thing I see is politics. The only thing I can conclude from that is that Lisa still have her head in the game, and she wants to maybe get back into the PMP thing, and she figures she can go through Mr. Epstein here to go do it. And you all have to forgive me, because my mind's simple. For the life of me, I would not be able to understand what could have inspired her to give him a house and that kind of prominence and showing up to give a house, to give somebody. I don't know what could have prompted that outside of politics. So, Miss Lisa, we don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. We don't know what your political ambitions are. They are yours to have. We don't know what your intentions are with Mr. Epstein. It is yours to have. You're a free woman to do anything you want to do. This is a man that went on a political platform with a mic in his hands and say, she fi go away, and she fi go away. Well, we not run no what we not run no beauty contest. We not run no beauty. She fi go away. Let's take it on a notch. That's the guy who organized and orchestrated your demise with some other people. Forgive and forget. The day I forgive them is when the good Lord tell me that he has forgiven them. Because some people believe that God forgive everything. God only give forgiveness when it is asked for. Them still playing hopscotch and dandy shandy with the devil. The devil down there give them instructions day and night. Why you think Mark Gould get up and chat foolishness every day? The devil whisper them ears. Go out there and say that. The Epstein and Vars come out and talk about land and government. The devil said, go and go say that. They work for the devil. So we don't know what you depend, Lisa Hannah. It's your own personal affairs. And if you have a thing that you want to go back into politics and you figure that this was a good idea to do all of that, there's two things that I'm going to say about this and then leave you alone, Miss Lisa. Your display with him, in spite of the fact that there was a Category 5 hurricane and you want to help, you could have found other ways to help. But there's a slap in the face for some of the people who supported you. Very slap, is a loud slap in the face for the people who were rooting for you. Some might see it as, why should forgive him? And I'm never live good. And yeah, we must forgive. And we must forget it now, man. A long time now, man. My heart is pure. My conscience is free. I can live with what I do and say without losing 5 minutes sleep. Because my heart is in the right place. Always. No regard at all for the people who stood up for you. That display there, that you didn't have to do. But you did it anyway, for whatever reason. And, second thing I want to say, and it might be the final thing on that, if this is some kind of political move, of you trying to find a way back in underneath the bundle frozen tent, you have my word that I will not be backing you up and you will not have my support under those circumstances. Absolutely none of it. And I want to make that clear early from now. Because you see, Miss Lisa, politics is a nasty game, you know. I know. Sometimes you have to join with one enemy to defeat a greater enemy. As in the case of World War II, when Churchill convinced Roosevelt for them to join with Stalin to defeat Hitler. Because Stalin was evil, Hitler was a greater evil, and Churchill thought that they should join together, three of them, and defeat him. And they did. But you see now, when a dirty, underprivileged man like Dayton Epstein did all that he did, said all that he said, and said it with such grandiose behavior, jumping and popping and laughing and shifigwe. We now run the beauty contest. Consistent. But then again, why not? Peter Phillips was treated in the most of way, and he was out there with Film Half Six self in a protest and giving speeches and going on with all kind of things in support of these people. And for some reason, you all thought that that is okay with Lord Jesus Christ. But it is not okay with the Lord Jesus Christ. It is not. But as I say, you see this cough medicine, you know, I will take some, I will drink some. Please forgive me for doing that, but I'm going to drink some. And nobody won't tell me how to take the cough medicine. I not take it with a measurement cup. I drink it straight from the thing. That's how I drink it. You hear a thing, Miss Lisa? But just want to say, on behalf of some of us here in the resistance, we're not going to back you up in that. Get up on your own with that. Now, so there is that. But as I said, Dayton Epstein is playing a prominent role in tonight's conversation. Now, the madman for the Over channel has been, I took a conscious decision from beginning that everybody free for sending them one on them YouTube channel and without troubling nobody in where them I do. Yeah? Well, them trouble we all no matter. But I want to tell you this. It's something I've never spoken about. I'm going to talk about it tonight in order to set the stage to what I'm about to say. The madman on the Over channel, we were very close with him. All of us was very close with him. For me, and I'm just going to speak for me, I felt kind of sorry for him. A young fellow, lacking in love and maternal care, suffers from deep feelings of not being loved and not being cared for and wanted, particularly by his mother. Clearly have potential, bright, and it was a little heartwarming for me, rending for me, and I thought that when we became each of us talking to each other and all of that, and then him start the excitement about the partner draw thing, and all of us were involved and were there, cussing off taking place all the time. Him a cuss that, we a cuss that, everybody a cuss everybody. I don't know if anybody else have ever said it to him or asked him, but I have. Once, just one time, I said to him, all those things that you're saying about Mrs. Holness and Mr. Holness's private life, are those things really true? Are you just making them up? And him said, no mama, me nah make it up. Or true. I told him I don't believe him. But I didn't stop him from talking about what I talk about. I was not vocal in telling him not to speak about those things. I told him privately those are nasty things for him to say. I'm gonna like them nasty things. And him complain about how what they did to him and all of that. So that warrant him saying what he wanted to say. You can't stop people from having them kind of feelings and deal with it the way that they want to deal with it. So him talk all them things. Still talk them things. Some people in the resistance used to tell them to stop harassing about it because a female experience and stuff. My whole feeling was that if you were a part of this thing, as you say that you were, which I didn't believe that he was. And you did all that you said that you did, which I never believed that he did. And I told him so. Then why this, this vigilance into this nastiness? Because in spite of how I feel about Mark Golden and him crew and the rest of them, if I was ever involved in any of that things that him say he was involved with any of them, I would have found a way to cuss them, but not that. Because that would have been fun for me. And I wouldn't talk about that. Unless I talk about the fun way, but I had to cuss them. The entire partner draw movement that him started, and as him started, was designed to bring him up, build him up. He want to be a senator, and want to be an MP, and everybody humor him, and that thing, everybody humor him, and want to be this and want to be that. He want to be a MP by him X age and minister by X age, and it's all right to dream. Nothing wrong with that. Let him do him thing. I was there for him. In every way I was there for him. When them beat him up, wild people for him. It's a maternal thing. It was a maternal thing for me all the way. Then there's some PNP people used to see me and say, we have followed that boy for. I wanted to help him get some semblance of motherly love and, But I realized afterwards that he's not capable of receiving it. So I cut him mother some slack. In spite of the fact that she has been a bad mother. She has been a bad mother. She was not a good mother to him at all. Don't even know if she still is. I visited the place, we go down there. I see how the whole reaction thing and him ball day and night. Because him crave that motherly love and not getting it. And within him space, I am obligated to help in that respect. So I did. How we are an impart company? Because the first time I'm talking about this. I don't see the necessity to talk about. But based on what I'm going to say now, I need to talk about this. We're an imparted company because we have this partner draw group and we had a discussion one day. And Natalie, JPU, came up with the idea. And Natalie said, Karen, we don't need to go up on the road. Natalie came up with the idea. We don't need to go up on the road, man. We don't need to go road, go talk to people. Find what people I think and find what people I say. And I agreed. Michelle agreed. Amaya agreed. All of the one them we God and attend to, them agreed to. That we should go on the road. And we coined it. All of this was JP, was Natalie doing. That man was Natalie and Michelle that did all of that. Them coined it. The resistance tour, all of that. And them coined all of that. As I said, them are the brains of the operation. I'm the flamethrower. Yeah? Me light the fire and stand up there and just throw gasoline on it. That's what I do. Them do the rest. So sorry we're going to do it. Him now, we included him by saying to him, but we will go up on the road. We will go up on the road. You come with us. Via you go up on the road. You do your partner draw thing. We go do our thing. See man? Him get all antsy in him tight up pants. And start talk about, nobody don't want to hear about politics. And nobody don't want to hear about the resistance. People want to hear about partner draw. And the partner draw because it's about him. Always about him. And the partner draw movement to take off. And him want to do this and him want to do that. And we said, no. We're not going for no partner draw tour. None of us. Well, certainly not me. You can go on. But me not go for the partner draw tour. If we are going road pan tour, we are going for a resistance tour. Because at that time, we want to talk to PNP people. We want to really, truly find out what go on the road. In Bex, big vexation. Put out everybody out of the group. Never put me out, but he put out everybody out of the group. Throw out everybody out of the group. Still trying to do a conversation with me, but take myself out there. Because if you throw out everybody, be nasty. So I take myself out there. Him throw a tantrum Want to go on a partner draw tour. What kind of damn blasted partner draw tour you talking about? We have politics, we are do. We are do. Nobody don't want to hear about the politics. It's amazing, nobody the politics. By the way, in the end, we part company. Because we have got a resistance tour. We can go and do in partner draw thing. And the rest is where it is now. I'm free for talk anything you want to talk. Because I film YouTube channel. And him channel about kind of shit. Me no trouble him with him except I throw word pan him all the time. And any him rank himself with me or try not with me. But go up house party him there and box him down any day. Any day of the week. So him can't rank himself with me. But anyway, him depend this thing where him believe that it is still open season on the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's wife. So I want to tell him tonight, you big head bud, it is not open season on the Prime Minister. That season closed when you tell your stories. Whatever those stories are, whether they were true or not, you got a chance to tell them. People listened. We all laughed. It's not open season anymore. Every little nitpick thing you're coming at. First thing, you zoom in, you're watching Christopher Tufton body. I don't know you have a thing for Christopher? Because you watch the man dick. You depend and watch the man dick constantly. Like you have a thing for him. Christopher like women, as far as I know. I zoom in upon the market me lady sitting in Christopher's office on the Zoom call. Now, in crises like this, all the ministers that are involved in this reconstruction of those parishes need to have their marketing people and them PR people with them. Every one of them should have them with them. Because we are in an age of fast information and new strategies on the ball. You think of something and move right away. So what if the young woman in the meeting? What is wrong with you? So what if she sits in the meeting? What's her name? Her name is Lindsay, if I'm not mistaken. So what if she's in the meeting? Why are you watching the man, Nick? Nobody's watching you when you were out there talking about people rob your money, only to discover that you get all the money and hire the big, tall, thick black man to come up at 9 o'clock every night to give you a massage. To massage your little teeny tiny balls them. Huh? Anybody was following you up about that? I don't hear anybody following you about that. You don't look people to blame for everything. That's part of your problem. You blame somebody for every damn thing with you. You blame somebody. And then you start to target other people. My advice to you is up the hell of Christopher and the young woman who doing the marketing thing. And if you have a thing for Christopher, tell him the man. Call him and tell him, no. See what I go on, we don't know how Christopher feel about those things. Tell him. Yeah, pint out and other draw things. Because woman in a Zoom meeting. She should be there and Mr. Tufton should carry her every meeting. If she's effective in getting the message out, getting the word out to the Jamaican people, if she's effective in making sure good information flowing between all the bodies that comes under his ministry, then she should be there. Every minister who have a market me person should have them there. Maybe that's why the videos are flowing and going good. But you're following Mark Golding's instructions in terms of attacking people, or you're doing it for your own. I think you're doing it for your own personal. It gives you this kind of thrill. You get this kind of thrill when you think you bust out something past somebody. You get this kind of thrill. Maybe you get a hard on. I doubt you ever get a hard on. But maybe you get one when you think of that. I don't know. But that is it. What you're doing. Everywhere you're about to give out something, You're doing a video about you. Demeaning to the people that you're doing video for. Me say I roll she with you. And over generator. And Rose is a member of parliament. If she I don't want generator, can't generator and get somebody do a video of that and put on her page. But you there do a video and give speech. Because it's not about the things that you are doing. It's about you. It's about you making a money and want to make a name for yourself. Can you really, your name not really, your name is mud. People who watch you, 80% of them live a foreign and do a vote here. So it don't really matter what you have to say to anybody in Jamaica. You can't influence one vote. You can't call a single person that want to talk to you about your vote. You should choose Jamaica or not. You don't have that kind of influence and that kind of skill. Those skills are very limited skills. I'm good at that. So you can't do that. You walk around and even up yourself. Now when you go down a gully the other day, I can't even begin to tell you how I keep pitch over and laugh. And I remember on one of the resistance tours, I went down to Flankers. And we stopped when Flankers playing them in one eating party. Now 10 o'clock in the morning. We left here very early. And I remember somebody called me on the phone who post a picture so we in Flankers. And I remember a big man in the country called me on the phone and said, "How are you there?" I said, "I don't know here." "Yeah man, I see you in Flankers." I said, "Yeah." "Some man want to talk to you, you know." I said, "Yeah?" "Yeah man. When you're done, just call me back and tell you. I will go check some people and I will go check the band them who want to talk to me. We go tell me if I come and me go and check the band them." Now there is a gully in, I believe it's Central, St. James as well. There's a place named Gully. We went down there so too. And we know a gully in Central Westmoreland. And my youth, let me tell you, it's when I got them place, and who you know is who know you. Them should have mashed up your face down there. When you take up yourself, boy, you're going to go gully. You don't know nothing about gully. Nobody don't know you. Nobody don't know you. Yeah, you're on social media. Yeah, you're the part of dramatic, but nobody don't know you. Nobody don't know you. Nobody. The people that wanted to see me at Flankers, me don't know them, but them know me. People that want to see me at Gully, me never know them. Them know me. Nobody don't know you. You come and say, boy, you're going on a man area. Boy, you got issue out stuff down a man area and exalt yourself. You're lucky you never get head. Your head bust up. You're lucky. And Dwayne Vaz know too. So I never care about you going down to Gully. Go exalt up yourself per man and man. So when I touch base and ask Gully man them, so what understand? What go on? The man come for put some food and the beat at the man. No boss lady, man disrespect man, pure disrespect man. I cannot just imagine your little ass going with your mouth a fly like you know people and people know you. Nobody don't know you. Nobody, not a single body that Gully don't know you. They might have heard your name, yeah, the rare stuff, but them don't know you. Nobody don't want to see you, but not say come call you, but they want to vibes with you. Nobody knows you. You're not known. You're not known. You seek fame. You seek knowings, but nobody don't know you. Take it off a notch. So, the Saturday morning when we went to Gully, St. James, went up on the outskirts of Gully, talk to some people. Some man want to talk to him. Yeah, one big man, but I don't know you. But I don't know your youth. Nobody knows you. Nobody. You seek fame for yourself and fortune. Because it's always about money for you and about you. You know, where you want to be. So now, you took up yourself and you making up statement about the Prime Minister gonna treat G20. Now, can you imagine that? The G20 It's an organization made up of 19 nations plus, I believe, the EU and something else. But it's not really 20 nations, probably about 21 of them. And the Prime Minister of this country, who is leading efforts in the reconstruction of our country after a devastating Category 5 hurricane, was extended an invitation by the President of South Africa to come down to G20. Come talk. Want to hear you talk. Come say something. Come on down here, man. You're tired. You've been running this thing for a month now. Take a break. Come see we. Let us see what we can do for you. And then we have to take a picture with all of them. And them taller and all of the leaders them down there. You just really truly understand world politics, do you? You don't understand world politics. Them want to talk to the Prime Minister. They want to see him. And he's obligated to go because they invited him. And he's not a member of G20. And they've got him to represent CARICOM. But he did because he's a CARICOM chairman. So automatically, him go, they must speak for CARICOM. I speak for Jamaica, they must speak for CARICOM. Isn't that great? That we have a leader of our country, that we're absolutely certain we must speak for. We never don't know mine, and we know it's a Jamaican passport and go on the way. We have confidence about those things. So yeah, him go at G20. But you're an idiot. Because the Prime Minister have also been to the G7. But I bet you never know that. So did me and Matley, but I mean, on different occasions. You know? Then the CARICOM leaders before that came. The one and get come down here for a plane and them going to block up them brother. I am them leader now. So them a come. But it's not only that, to come show some support for the Prime Minister. But they also want somebody to shine. They want somebody to shine. They want somebody, you know, go out there. Everything we show America, they want some. CNN and MSNB and CBS and ABC, everybody. I interview and I talk to the Prime Minister and I talk about Jamaica and the government and the Prime Minister, and them talk to Lisa and them talk to Dana and them talk to Kamina. Them talk to people. So, the CARICOM members, them just say, we are coming to a world like that. Want to be associated with that. So they came to back him up. And what happened? Mark Gordon couldn't show up at that. Not at all. For one, him have no friend there, so him don't know nobody. Nobody else don't know him. Nobody don't know him. Him not a friend in a CARICOM. Not one. No friend. Don't know nobody there, so. All them people there could call PG a friend and Peter Phillips friend. But not you. And Portia. Oh yeah. But that's you. The people don't know you. So just like this half idiot madman, nobody don't know you neither, man. So you couldn't go to CARICOM when the CARICOM come to see Mr. Olis. So you send Mr. Epstein. Yes, you send him. And guess what happened to him? Him stand up round the back, looking like the pedophile that he is. Looking smug, looking nasty, looking dirty, looking like a fish out of water, but don't use fish. Look like a pig out of mud. That's what him look like. A pig out of mud. And nobody gossip like politicians. So I can well imagine that the CARICOM leaders at them hotel tonight talking about how Mark Golding didn't show up. Oh yes, they must sit down and have drinks and they must chat. They must chat about the Englishman who didn't come. And them said the pig will have to wallow in mud. And him them said. And I can just imagine the CARICOM leaders having a drink, a beer, a whiskey, something. What is his name again? Oh, so is it? Oh, he's the one that they say is the pedophile. I see. And they had him. Yes, they did. What's his name again? So now him never says something. So now him never. Here's to that. Let's drink to that. Now him. And him them said. And him them said. See him one day. Oh, I him. And then them check them phone and say I him. Them check them phone and say I him. Them said. And that's it. Them said him. Mark couldn't go. Because him now no friend in a CARICOM. Nobody know him. Just like how nobody know this madman from the Obe channel. Ever walk by dog like him think people know him, the party don't know you. Nobody don't know you. Seeking fame and fortune out of the bad fortune of others. Doing videos and speeches, handing out something. Taking away the whole meaning of the thing. You're grabbing all the headlines from the people who are affected. It's Manchester, I catch rain wet me up when I catch a flu. How down in Manchester the whole damn day. And for the whole campaign, rain fall every day in Manchester. But I always have on a hat during the campaign. I didn't have on a hat when I went last week. I wish out there. We go deliver some things. Talk to some people. Went to some yard that people lost their wives and husbands and fathers. And a source of rain. And in the rain. Check the senior citizen. Go up there some bush. Go look for old friends. Talk to people. That's where I get wet up. Not Manchester rain. Somebody don't know. Somebody don't want to have no conversation with any of them. So Mark couldn't show up with CARICOM. Because CARICOM people are chatting them. Of course they're chatting them. So Mr. Oldest went to the G20 and he did us proud again. And Ubex, tough. You can't go jump off the one gully. But no care. 604 murders. Everybody say, yeah, Jamaica. Look at me, man. 604 murders. That is here. Yeah, Jamaica. Let's pray for peace. Pray for peace all the time. Matalan still out there doing him rare blah blah. One lady the other day named Mrs. Carvey, made a comment that having the ADPEM under the office of the Prime Minister is disturbing. Miss Carvey. Since everybody knows about Miss Carvey, can just link her for me and just make sure you know, say. I don't know what she's an expert in, but she don't know for run country. She's not an expert in running country. She leave that to the experts and don't chat foolishness. Because everybody have something to say about something instead of doing something. The lady, when they Miss Hamilton, she on radio or television talking about the government effort is too slow to deal with the MSME. The Rosalie Hamilton, she was part of that foolishness at one time, MSME. What are you talking about, Miss Hamilton? Exactly, what are you talking about? It's taking too long. What taking too long, Miss Hamilton? Government said I'm going to help you now? Damn well, wait now, man. Wait, man. The man not beat you, but wait. You come up and use me because it's taking too long. While people still hang out at the pit of them school down at St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. And you are talking about that help. Taking too long, a month after Category 5 hurricane, Miss Hamilton. Christ in heaven, what's the matter with UNO PNP people? Pretending to be independent people, come out here chatting crap all the time, attacking things. The government said I'm going to help you. I don't think government has any obligation to help any of you. At all. But it's a government thing. It's a nation's run, that's a country run. Government, you have a problem like this. How many of your people come from down the ends? Because my Kingston people, you talk about we don't even know. How many of your people come from Manchester, St. Elizabeth, St. James, Westmoreland? Put the gate, the doors open. The doors open. Oh my? Yeah, I'm going to mute you. And you disturb me. But you want something? Poor you want thunder. So take it out now. Yeah, I'll take it out now. I mean, Miss Hamilton, how many of your MSME people from St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland and St. James, how many of those people were get damaged or need something? Because I get the feeling you're talking about a whole national thing. I don't think you're talking about people specifically down in those areas. I get the feeling you're talking about a whole national thing and it's taking too long. What taking too long? Everybody just jumping out. It's going too good. On the light that it'll go too good. We need to throw some spokes in it. Because it's going too good. I don't want it to go so good. I don't wonder why it go so good. Huh? Ease yourself, Mr. Hamilton. When the government deliver, the government will deliver. If Mr. Hamilton do something, so you wait. Alright, now just two little things before we close when they are too long. Alright. And I'm amazed at how much I am holding up. I'm amazed. Chester Francis Jackson. May I talk to you or may I talk to L.A. Lewis? Sorry. Now, Chester, you're broke and poor and pauperized like me don't know what. Behave and walk out and behave like you're a bigger girl than everybody else. Do you believe you're a bigger woman than Mrs. Holness, Chester? Because you get up on your Facebook page and describe Mrs. Holness' clothes, her shoes, her foot, all kind of things, and then you up on your page and discuss and go on with. Do you feel that Mrs. Holness belittle your womanhood? Because, I know you're a big girl. I mean, I like cuss people, but me know you's a big girl, Chester Francis Jackson. First you're under the tent, then you come out from under the tent, then you go back under the tent. You can't seem to make up your mind whether you're staying on the frozen tent, yes or no. I don't know what they promise you, because we know you're broke and pauperized. Hanging out with all your big girl friend them and doing all kind of things and pretending that your life is great. But you can pretend all you want. But hear this, Chester. I don't want to dip up under you, Seriously, I don't want to dip up under you. I am reluctant to do it. Mrs. Holness don't trouble you. She don't see you. All I know we are up on by the Speaker of the House. Because Mark Golding setting up to do all of that for them debate performance. Let me advise you. I'm going to quit it because quit. What you're all angling for is for an all-out war between we and Unu regarding the wife of the Prime Minister, who happens to be the Speaker of the House. You don't have no respect for your own parents, your own mothers, your own sisters, which is why when you behave so much. You, Chester, you behave like all big girl gay men like you behave. Like you're a bigger woman than Mrs. Holness. So you feel like you come out and chat anything because you're a bigger woman than she. You're vexed because she have a vagina and you have a little soft dick. Yeah, because you should be the big girl with the vagina. Don't make me and you have nothing, Chester. No argument with you. But you need to cut it out. Constantly out there attacking the Speaker of the House. When she defends the House and how the House should be in operation and how it should operate when the Duns 28 members them don't know how to behave in Parliament and the Speaker of the House trying to set them straight. And you vex? You vex? I go talk about the size of our shoes. You don't have no shoes, that's what slippers you have. Can you put them can't hold no shoes? Every time you see a slippers you have on. You don't have no shoes, never seen a pair of shoes yet. Do you want a pair of Mrs. Wallace shoes? What size you wear? Do you want Mrs. Wallace to get a pair of shoes for you? I could talk to her for you. I could encourage her to get a pair of shoes for you. Which one you want? The Jimmy Choo or the Louboutins? You're a dirty man. That's what you are. But may I warn you, Chester, because I will not hold my tongue where you are concerned. Because you are a Jamaican and you have every right as a Jamaican citizen to criticize your government, to criticize the Speaker of the House, because she's the Speaker of the House. But this kind of personal attack is unwarranted and will not be tolerated from any of you. Criticize her. Criticize everything she rule badly. Criticize everything she not managing properly. But this kind of personal dirty attack, we're not going to tolerate it. We're not going to tolerate it. Now, L.A. Lewis. Now, you know, Miss Oman, you know, me try not to get in with the quacky people, you know. Trust me. Now, this is a man, L.A. Lewis, who decided that him going on social media on behalf of the PNP people, them Mark Gold in them, to cuss the Prime Minister and call the Prime Minister kind of name and tell the Prime Minister all kind of things. And yeah, you're a citizen of Jamaica. You have a right to quarrel with your Prime Minister. You have a right to criticize him. Cuss him too, if you want. You know, but like Buju, I can talk about the head of the stream, dirty. Buju need to go trim, because him here still full of lies. So there's that. But you, L.A. Lewis, a man who got his fame from writing his name on cemetery walls. Become famous by writing his name on every cemetery wall he could find. Everybody walking around asking who's L.A. Lewis. Got a little bit of prominence because of that. And suddenly, you are some kind of god or king, to the extent that you misled people about the hurricane. Good people, people who ought to have had more sense than you. You go tell them the hurricane now come and them should not worry themselves about hurricane. Hurricane come, bash up them house, lift off them house top, them pit them uniform gone, the bag and the book them gone, them in the pit in them school and shelter. All because these good people who ought to have more sense than that listen to a man who got his fame by writing his name on cemetery walls. What's wrong with you? And you are quarreling because of the Prime Minister. Why? Because the Prime Minister was right? Oh, you believe that them shoot the cloud? You know the shoot the cloud thing too? Somebody to explain the shoot the cloud thing to me, because I'm not going to ask the PNP people to explain to me, because them know it better than others. Shoot the cloud? You, L.A. Lewis. You tell people there ought to be a law about that. People should be punished for that, you know. Government tell people a hurricane is coming. Secure your children, them birth certificate and your passport, them. Make sure you have food. Go to higher ground if you live in a low-lying area. Government tell you to take precautions, and you listen to an half-idiot man who got his fame from writing his name on cemetery walls. Now, L.A. Lewis is a full half-idiot. And you think about half-idiots now. We can't deal with a full idiot. Because you know him is an idiot. And him know him is an idiot. And the two of them attack. Him know him is an idiot, you know him is an idiot, you attack to him. But there's set of people to deal with in this world is an half-idiot. And L.A. Lewis is an half-idiot. Full half-idiot. And who don't listen to him? Those of you who listen to him, follow his advice. Your government, who you elected, told you, breeze a come, water a come. No matter what we do, it a come. So here's what you need to do. X, Y, square, Z. 1, 2, 3. And you go home and tell yourself and your people, your family, that why they lose so much to do that? Really? And then this half idiot fail in his predictions, full of so much people who lost property. And now, because of the Prime Minister, it is a open season, and because of the Prime Minister. That's what we can call the prime minister. He is the prime minister. And, you know, he is the leader of the land. You should cuss him as much as you want to. But all of these personal attacks from these half idiots, now but I go into the parliamentary ignorance of these people and all of that. But I have a final thing to talk about. Mr. Dayton Epstein. My $10 drop. Mr. Dayton Epstein. For the last couple of months, his lawyers have been back and forth with the court, asking the court to set a date for him to have a discussion about how much money we should pay him. And they're back and forth in and setting dates. So I want to talk to you tonight, Mr. Epstein Dayton. And I want to reason with you. Because I figure it out. I figure that Mark is in the departure lounge. Irrelevant already. I figure that Mr. Bunting decided that they're going to put you out there first. Present you as Mark's replacement. And then when you get licked down, now Bunting step in and take control of things. But he put you out there. And you figure that the first thing you need to do is get rid of me. Boy. And you figure that the first thing in getting rid of me, is to go to the court and tell the court, say, to go to the incompetent judges them, your lawyer friend them, judge friend them, and tell them something about that for me to pay your money. So I want to make some things clear to you and, you know, just get some arguments straight with you. First thing is, you're not going to get $1 from me. No matter what you do. Could I fly high or fly low? Not even $1. As I say, I was willing to give you a $700 ice cream cone, but me take that off of the table too. You're not get that neither. Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Dayton Epstein. Really ask you this. Seriously. After all these years of doing this, do you actually believe in your mind, in your heart, that coming at me is going to make it better? I don't get it. Do you actually believe that if you should go to the court and the court say, can't give you $10, that one, you're going to get the $10, or two, are going to stop, or both? You actually believe any of that is going to stop me? It's just a question I ask him. I just want to know if you believe that. Do you think that anything you do to try to embarrass me or whatever it is that you're thinking, where your people them who thinking that you can be the next leader of the PNP, and by all indications, the activities of the Dunce delegate them, they might very well elect you. Who to tell? But under what sun? On which earth? In which lifetime do you believe that that would stop me? Stop me from calling a pedophile or say something about you? What do you believe? How do you believe? I am anxious to know that anything that you choose to do will stop me. Do you actually believe that? Because I am baffled. Truly baffled by it all. There's absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, that you could possibly do to stop me. Nothing. You are tainted. You are dirty. You are a slime. You are a sleaze. You are a pig in mud. So even if they put a lipstick and Louboutins on you, you will still be a pig in mud. And if the idiot PNP delegate them select, because I don't think they intend to have no election. They intend to just name you. Because them stop have election at the party. What on God's green earth could have convinced you that anything you do could stop me? I'm God's child. Don't forget that. There's absolutely nothing you can throw at me that will stop me, short of killing me. But even that, you have to go think through pretty carefully. But if that is your thing, then who am I to deter you or even say anything to you that would tell you not to? Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, you nasty piece of crap. Go ahead, you dirty dog. Not a dog, a pig. In mud. Them could have put a suit on you and dress you up. You're still a pig in mud. No matter what I do to you, you're a pig in mud. So, my throat is telling me I should stop now. So, I'm going to wrap it up now. So, Dayton Epstein. Bring it on. Let me get well first from the flu. And then my Christmas done. And then whatever. Anything. Throw it here. I'm gamed. I'm totally gamed. And I'm going to have mad fun doing it. And you have no idea. Because none of you do. Really. None of them over there. Well, Bert, no. I don't have any idea the length I'll go through. So you have no idea what I'm capable of hiding. You still don't know me. That's your downfall, you know. You don't know me. And you have no idea what I'm capable of. But that's what you wanted to boss, then go ahead. Do it. Oh my God, I made it through without much. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you all so very much. Anybody? Well, I want me to read a comment or two, or anybody making a call? Michelle, is there anything I need to know? Before I hang up, let me see if Michelle send me anything. Okay, got you. All right. Before I go, however, I want to send out, there are a whole heap of people to thank for their help in getting some things to some people in the affected areas. But that is going to be a general thank you, but I want to single out somebody tonight. Not call me on the next phone, not only call my next phone. Just give me a minute and then call my next phone. There is one person, a family actually, that I want to single out tonight and ask you all to thank them with me and pray for them. Mr. Raymond Reed and his lovely wife and daughter from Maryland, who have been such a great source of help for some of our resistance people who having issues with them houses and them stuff. Mr. Raymond Reed and your lovely wife and your pretty daughter, the beautiful princess. I think she's named Isla. Princess Isla or Isla. Nobody want me to say her name. Ray, thank you so much, darling. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. May the good Lord continue to bless you and your family. Truly bless you and your family. And I hope your bread basket is never ever empty. God bless you, sir. Please give your wife a big kiss and a hug and give the baby a kiss and a hug for me. All right? Thank you, Ray. Thank you so much. Natalie, you have to call me on the other phone. The 596. Michelle, I don't remember the number. What is it? Natalie, I see you have to call me on this phone. Let me call you. Anybody want to call can call, you know. Because I made it through without coughing and making all the noise. Oh, I'm feeling rotten. Too soon. Talk too soon.
Hello.
Natalie, what I'm saying, darling?
Yes, good night.
Night, sweetie.
Yes, big up yourself and big up your viewers then.
Of course.
Yeah, me never know about your other phone, but anyway, me call for talk to you about the man when named Chester, the lady when named Chester.
Yeah, I mean that big girl there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know I did block her from winning because me realize that Chester did just want to rabbit somebody we just jump on any wagon. Me did think that Chester was somebody where I have look principle in I'm thought process and standing on something. No, me never know that Chester that go after the speaker of the house. For what? Him never did a lick out per Mark and say Mark Frozy.
But him froze it to like Mark. That's the thing. That's the thing. Him froze it to like Mark.
Yes, him used to depend on the Facebook and say Mark Frozy.
Well, them roping me in. Them roping me. Them roping me. Them roping me. Them roping me because him that look a comeback. Him that look a comeback with Mark G as the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Oh, so him start say Mark no Frozy again.
No man, him back with the him under the tent. And him a take set for Mrs. Oldness. So I'm gonna start take set for him. Because
I'm gonna take set for Mrs. Oldness
because
you say him have sore foot.
Yes, that's why him wear slippers.
Oh, I'm have sore foot with you.
Me some here, me don't know me here, some here.
Then Chester I know say nothing bother with them something. Come on, we take him on you know.
I'm telling you. Going at Mrs. Wallace, and if you want them to come, Mrs. Wallace, may come for them. You watch me and them. I play up with them.
No. Okay. Alright, well, big up yourself. I was just listening.
Yeah, man.
No, man, but I believe the Chester really go there after him say Mark Frowns.
Yes, man. He did some Mark Frowns, but he froze it too.
Alright. I can go bed. Alright, later.
Oh, yeah. Laughing. All right, everything good. What you saying? Me talk about Julica Jess about what now? Me can't. What we ever say about Jess? You say Jess losing her mind is what I'm doing now. Just losing her mind. Anyway, I'm going to end it now. Want to thank you all so very much for joining me. All right, God bless you all. Thank you. Stay safe, everybody. All right, and keep the children safe. Good night.